television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From GBN, this is Network News for Wednesday, May 15, 2024. In the headlines, students sitting Caribbean primary exit assessment express challenges with mathematics on day one. Grenadians advised to adopt preventive measures against increase in acute gastro cases. Drug charges against 2 Grenadians in St. Vincent and the Grenadines withdrawn. Also in the news, regional poultry industry faces threats. Internationally, French president calls for crisis meeting following civil unrest in New Caledonia. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada's senior men's national football team prepares for the May 26 international friendly in Carriacou. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. We'll be back to report the day's news.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. Principals from 2 of the online centers for the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment shared their views at the end of day 1 of the examination. Christina John has this report.
1,707 students across the nation completed the mathematics and social studies components of the 2024 Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment, the CPEA examination, on day 1 of the examination on Wednesday. 845 males and 862 females from 72 schools registered for the assessment, which is being conducted at 59 centers throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. 382 students from 21 schools are sitting the examination through e-testing online at designated centers. GBN News team caught up with students from 2 of the centers where the exams are being done online, the Montmorris Anglican and the St. Louis Girls RC schools. This is the 2nd year the Montmorris Anglican is doing the exam online. Principal Rachel Ford said her school registered 10 candidates, 2 females and 8 males.
Some of our students face a lot of challenges academically, and therefore our teachers practically have to bend backward to prepare them for this day, which sometimes prove to be difficult because we have students who do not always readily attend school on a daily basis, and that can prove difficult for teachers as well. But we try the best we could to get them prepared for today's activity. Well, in recent time and with the global village and having children manipulate devices regularly from since small to now. So they're handling the devices well. The exam is set in a way that it comforts them in a kind of way because it's instrument that they're accustomed to use. And therefore, the exam itself is structured in a way that they can go back and forth. So whatever subject they're doing, they have the ability to flag questions that they have difficulty with at the point in time. And if at the end of the paper they have sufficient time, they can always go back to the difficult ones and attempt them. The options are the same. They had 3 choices, and we encourage them that even if they're not sure, they should not leave any question unanswered.
Ms. Ford shared her thoughts on having the exams done online as compared to paper-based.
As a principal, I would love for all students to get the opportunity to attend a higher institution of learning. I don't think our system is readily available for that kind of diversity at this point in time. So it could prove challenging for secondary school teachers to handle some of those who are not academically inclined. So once we have this skill set instituted, I think it would be a really good initiative to give everyone an opportunity.
Lil James Patrice is the principal of the St. Louis Girls RC. She is confident that the 53 students from her school sitting the exam will excel.
They used laptops to sit the exam, but there was a practice session for one of the subjects prior to today. They were able to sit through an entire process of one subject using the device. I expect them to do well. There are a bunch of students who are very committed to their work and to do it excellently, and I know that they've been prepared well by their teachers. Sometimes we focus on grade 6 teachers, but from the inception, KG come right up, they've had the foundation of being prepared to do well, and so we're expecting that they would execute today. I was just reminding them to check over. You know, sometimes with the excitement of just a click of a button, sometimes they do so very hurriedly, and it's going back to make sure that the answers are accurate on what they really want to put. But I think that they did give a very good representation of themselves in terms of their mannerism and their calmness. I must commend them for that because they didn't seem nervous at all. So I guess going forward, they can be examples to the others who may have exam jitters, give them some of their calm tips so that they can do well.
The external examination consists of 4 multiple-choice papers in mathematics and social studies, both completed today, and language arts and science, which will be done on Thursday. Christina John, GBN News.
Meanwhile, as students exited the examination centers, GBN's Christina John caught up with some of them and inquired about their experience. Most of them were excited and shared their views.
Pretty good, but some questions I couldn't answer, so I just flag it and then go back to it when I'm done. This one was it was social studies. I good in maths.
Pretty good. The maths fly through it, but I thought it was kind of hard. But at the end, I managed to finish it at time.
I was nervous at first. It was nice. Maths was fun. Science was like social studies was a little challenging.
It had a lot of challenges with the internet, but it was okay in terms of the mathematics. It was kind of challenging. It had a lot of working out to do. First I was calm, and then when I went into the exam room and we did the maths and so on, I got excited, and then I just realized it was some work from like past papers, and then it was just simple. Same with the social studies, but some confused me.
I think I would have done much better on paper instead of on the laptop. To scrap paper to scrap them, but kind of got confused with some of the questions because yes, sometimes the computer could auto-correct some stuff. So some of the questions I didn't really understand. So I was.
Students of St. Mary Catholic St. Mary Girls Catholic School applied some calming tactics, which might just be the approach when anxiety steps in.
What kept me calm was mostly God, because like during the examinations I was mostly like praying, like, you know, I got this, and they say to do some affirmations, so that's what the counselor said. So while inside I was doing some affirmations like, I'm smart, I can do this, I got this, and that's what mostly got me calm during the whole examination.
What kept me calm was the support from my teachers, my friends, and my family. It makes me happy to know that there are people to root for me, and I know that I can do it. So that also kept me calm.
What kept me calm was Mrs. Patrice's practice focus on, which is 5 things you can see, 5 things you can hear, 5 things you can taste, 5 things you can smell, and the last one is 5 things that you can touch. So at first I was nervous because first time doing CPA, and I just remembered the rule.
Other news, the Ministry of Health has reported a surge in gastroenteritis cases over the past month, especially among children 5 years and older. Dr. Francis Martin, a medical practitioner, shed light on the nature of the disease and strategies for containment. Winifred Thomas tells us more.
Gastroenteritis, commonly referred to as gastro, is categorized by infection and inflammation of the digestive tract. It is typically triggered by viruses, bacteria, or parasites, manifesting with symptoms such as vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and nausea. General medical practitioner Dr. Francis Martin emphasized the highly contagious nature of the illness, primarily transmitted through the fecal-oral route.
Time of the year, it is quite possible that bacteria might be one of the causes, because it's very dry and contamination can take place in terms of water storage, and that can cause persons to have those type of gastroenteritis. The cause is really from contamination, anal to mouth contamination. So for example, if persons don't practice proper hygiene, they might be able to contaminate an area, and you get it. So it happens through food as well. So those are generally what happens and how people can get gastro.
Coming into contact with vomit from an infected person can also spread the virus. Addressing preventative measures, Dr. Martin stressed the importance of regular hand washing with soap and water, especially after restroom use, before meals, and after touching potentially contaminated surfaces like doorknobs and toys.
Try to be as hygienic as you can. We know people have to store water and so on, but be careful of where you're storing the water and what temperature you store the water at. As much as possible, if you can use water from the commercial areas, usually these waters are very safe. But locally, you can also boil water, and that way you get to keep the water nice and safe. Again, with daycares and toddlers, it's difficult. The operators have to try their best to see how they can keep around the place clean. It may not be possible to completely eliminate it, but just try your best to keep it clean.
Although gastroenteritis often resolves within a few days, maintaining hydration is crucial to prevent complications. Dr. Martin outlined the key steps for individuals dealing with the illness.
If anyone gets a gastroenteritis, the first thing they do is avoid eating for 24 hours. Starve yourself for 24 hours, because most likely it's a toxin that's in your intestine and your body just trying to get rid of it. So let the body do that. So no eating of food and bread and milk and all kind of thing, none of that for 24 hours. All you do, you replace the fluid that you're losing, and the fluid you replace it with is clear fluid. The second most important thing is how much do you replace, and you replace by taking sip by sip. If you take a glass and drink, or a box of juice and drink, that can irritate the stomach and cause even more vomiting and diarrhea. So you just need to take sip by sip, and usually if you do this within 24 hours, you'll get over the gastroenteritis.
If symptoms persist beyond 48 hours with signs of blood or mucus in your stool, or if you feel significantly unwell, it's essential to seek medical attention promptly.
Check the doctor if after 24 hours of practicing what I've just said, if you still have the gastroenteritis in the same way, then you check the doctor. Of course, everything is not set in stone, so if you find that the child or the person is extremely unwell, don't wait for the 24 hours, because depending on how severe the gastro is, you can have something called electrolyte imbalance, where your minerals and your electrolytes in your body start becoming imbalanced, and in that case you actually need IV drips or intravenous to replace the electrolytes that you're using.
Individuals with suspected or confirmed gastro cases are advised to avoid communal areas such as dining spaces, gyms, or social settings. These precautionary measures aim to contain the spread of the illness and minimize the risk of further transmission to unaffected individuals. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
In a landmark move, Grenada Cooperative Bank has inaugurated its Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises unit, offering a comprehensive suite of financial services tailored to the needs of small businesses. We get the rest of the details in this report.
The Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited launched its MSME unit during a luncheon held at the Spice Island Beach Resort on Wednesday, in an attempt to bridge the gap in support that MSMEs often face, providing them with the necessary resources to thrive. Laurie Lawrence, Managing Director of the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, highlighted the significance of this development, emphasizing the crucial role small businesses play in the local economy.
We firmly believe that they are the performance sector of our economy. They create by far the most employment, and we certainly want to offer support in particular to the MSMEs. We are continue to be of the view that most large institutions, organizations have a proper structure in place, but with small businesses, MSMEs as we categorize them, they lack this support. What they do have is a lot of ingenuity. You have business owners, the small business person who has the idea. What they lack is the sort of HR support. They lack the technical support, the accounting support, which is necessary for them to do banking or for them to qualify for a loan.
The MSME unit is designed to simplify the banking experience for small business owners, offering customized loan qualifications based on the business purpose and operational duration.
So, for example, you would see a business startup would have a different requirement to an existing MSME or small business enterprise who already has a track record. So necessarily it would be to contact the MSME unit through the various officers so that the requirements that the particular applicant will have to fulfill will be communicated.
Importantly, the unit does not impose a cap on financing, giving businesses the flexibility to secure the funds they need to scale their operations.
What you'll find is that the sky is essentially the limit, right? Because it is based on the viability of the business plan that you will find that an MSME client or a business who believes that they are MSME or small business, you have a viable business opportunity. You have an existing, for example, MSME who has a really credible business opportunity. It's a matter of within the bank itself, you can be referred to the business banking or the commercial banking unit if, for example, the requirements is not within the MSME requirement.
Among the attendees at the launch event was Robert Bristol, Managing Director of Bristol's Pest Grenada, Oasis Pet and Garden, and Petco Grenada, who welcomed the initiative with optimism.
Hopefully these types of initiatives could help to fill a gap that has, help encourage small business owners to invest and to want to grow their businesses. For me, I'm looking forward for extensive growth throughout the rest of the year, through being able to access money. As we know, without money you can't do anything. Obviously, through the other part of the program with the support, the financial support, the legal support, I think that these types of programs is what helps shapes proper business practices in Grenada, and it aids for successful small businesses, because small businesses today is big businesses tomorrow, as we know, right? And everybody have to start somewhere. So as I said, we have started, and I'm very elated to be a part of this event.
In addition to the MSME unit, the Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited also introduced its electronic newsletter, which will be distributed quarterly to keep businesses informed about the latest financial products, services, and support programs available. The launch of the MSME unit marks a significant milestone in the bank's effort to empower small businesses, ensuring they have the financial backing to contribute to Grenada's economic growth. There are over 13,000 MSME enterprises in Grenada. Charian Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
After the break, Grenada joins the rest of the world in observing International Day of the Family. Stay with us.
A natural disaster can change your life in minutes. Preparation is the best protection for your family and business. Prepare now. Create a disaster plan and make sure everyone knows what to do. Store water, non-perishable food, and medication. Remember basic emergency supplies such as batteries and flashlights. Trim overhanging trees. If trees near power lines are unsafe to trim, call Grenlec at 237 for assistance or advice. Install surge protectors to safeguard your electrical devices against outages and intermittent surges. Make sure your generator has an isolation switch. It will prevent power from feeding to our lines and electrocuting others. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Paying is faster and easier with Glow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
The story of Grenada is the story of Co-op Bank, a story of humble beginnings, steady progress, persistence, and people, Grenadian people, making things possible. This 50th year of independence is special, and we want to help you make it memorable. Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Take advantage of 100% financing to buy land, purchase, or build your home, or make those home upgrades. No loan fees, no legal fees, and low interest rates. Drive into 50 and beyond with 100% financing on new vehicles and get 50% off loan fees. Celebrate you. Celebrate Grenada. Make this year one to truly remember with special financing from Co-op Bank. We're the Bank of Grenada and the bank for Grenadians. Visit our website for more information and apply for financing today.
Welcome home.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Sunday, May 19th, Megapulse Promotion invites you to a special event. Unbothered, the brunch edition from 4 p.m. to midnight at the gorgeous Ariza Car Park, Grenada. Live from Jamaica. Get ready for Egyptian.
Some serious times. the other day. I said I ran into this beautiful lady, and I told her it's
Egyptian, alongside live band music from Rita and the Ultimate Perfection Band. Early bird tickets are $200, food inclusive. Compliments Creative Chef. Cabanas and tables are also available. Call 405-3889 to book yours. This is no ordinary event. It's Unbothered, the Brunch Edition, Sunday, May 19th.
Like family, it's always exciting when lottery players get together. Now the lottery games are joining in the fun. Check out the multiplier family of Instacash games. 5 times the cash at $2, 10 times the cash at $3, and 20 times the cash at $5. On your tickets, match any of our numbers with any of the winning numbers and win the prize below that number. There's more. Multiply your winnings up to 5 times, 10 times, or 20 times more. Winning is easy. Play Monday to Sunday. There are no draws to wait on. Win instantly. It's the multiplier family of Instacash games with over $675,000 to be won instantly. Don't just buy one, buy all, because family is everything. Must be 18 years and older to play. NLA, making family dreams come true.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
That's just not cricket.
No sweat, you with CG United. Remember my street dance battle against Seamus O'Leapsy? I went on to win the title of Miss Irish-ish, set to perform at nursing homes around the world. Then this happened. Seamus on you, Seamus. Anyway, I was covered. Let's bounce.
Comprehensive motor cover for damage and more. CG United. Good like that.
International Support Group, ISG, your company of choice. You have a problem with mold? We're the company to call. ISG provides quality commercial janitorial services. We also focus on preventative maintenance, making sure that your building keeps functioning as it should. With ISG, you will have a peace of mind knowing that all your service needs are carried out by a quality, efficient, and friendly team of technicians. ISG is dedicated to industrial professionalism, safety, and exceptional customer satisfaction. Call us today at 473-410-5886 or email us at info@isg-grenada.com.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Rebecca Television Center Wednesday marked the culmination of the 2-day G-Cruise Climate Training Workshop aimed at equipping media professionals, NGOs, and environmental groups with the skills to effectively disseminate climate change information to the public. More in this report.
The successful conclusion of the GCRU's climate training workshop serves as a testament to the collective determination to confront the challenges posed by climate change through education, collaboration, and informed dialogue. Janelle Rubin, communications specialist for GCRU's, hailed the workshop as a vital step towards enhancing the collective capacity to address one of the most pressing issues of our time. Rubin expressed satisfaction at the collaboration with the Grenada Media Workers Association, emphasizing the importance of such partnerships in fostering informed and impactful climate reporting.
Overall, it was great. I would say our next steps, we would be looking forward to see what comes out of this workshop. The reports that's done by TV, radio, print, also civil society writing their releases, youth organizations, youth environment organizations. So we'll be carefully looking to see what happens over the next couple of months. And thereafter, we will determine, should we need to come back and do another workshop of a similar kind where we can see what were the gaps. Did we miss anything? Is there anything GCRUs can help? Because from a GCRU standpoint, we are dealing with water, climate resilient water sector. That's our objective, to increase the resilience of the water sector in Grenada. And we also need to take into consideration that we have to build the capacity of our media workers, our civil society, our environment organizations in this regard.
Gerard Joseph, president of MWAG, echoed Rubin's sentiments, describing the workshop as timely and essential in light of the increasing urgency of climate-related issues.
It was a wonderful initiative. It was welcomed, especially as World Press Freedom Day celebrated and observed the importance of the environment and respecting press freedom in relation to the environment, climate change. So in regards to that, it was a welcome workshop. It just fell at the perfect time just after we celebrated World Press Freedom Day.
Joseph emphasized that there was a need for greater participation from journalists in the training, recognizing the pivotal role of the media in shaping public perceptions and driving meaningful action on climate change.
The importance of climate change as we face the difficulties every day should be paramount for our reporters, our colleagues, our media members to participate in such workshops so they can better represent, better portray, better bring across, better simplify some of these stories relating to climate change to our listening and viewing audience.
Reflecting on the workshop, one participant shared her experience, highlighting the value of the knowledge and skills gained throughout the training.
The 2 days of sessions were very engaging and interactive. I'm very much appreciative of it. It has opened up my eyes into delving further into climate change and how it impacts us. It has motivated me to delve deeper into climate change related stories and to humanize those stories and to show the impacts on the common man and to help our readers and the populace understand better how they can play a role and be a change maker.
As a token of appreciation for their active participation and commitment to learning, workshop attendees were presented with certificates of participation at the conclusion of the 2-day training. The certificates symbolize not only the completion of the workshop, but also the beginning of a journey towards more informed, impactful climate communication. Nisha Peters, GBN News.
Now, the Ministry of Social and Community Development and Gender Affairs hosted a symposium today which attracted a diverse range of participants with a view to driving positive change in addressing sexual abuse. Participants included government representatives, law enforcement agencies, healthcare professionals, legal experts, advocacy groups, educators, and members of the public. Rena Thomas reports.
Held under the theme Amplifying Voices, this symposium sought to chart the way forward in dealing with sexual abuse in Grenada. It brought together stakeholders, experts, and advocates dedicated to creating impactful changes in addressing this crucial issue. The symposium was intended to provide a platform for dialogue, knowledge sharing, and collaboration among key players involved in combating sexual abuse. Through panel discussions and interactive sessions, participants sessions delved into innovative approaches, best practices, and effective interventions to support survivors, prevent further incidents, and hold perpetrators accountable. Minister with responsibility for social development Gloria Thomas in her remarks said that it is crucial to leave no stones unturned when it comes to sexual abuse against women, men and children.
For far too long, services to victims and survivors have remained ad hoc and riddled with uncertainty. In addition, our society and the institutions, like many across the world, have been granting impunity to persons who choose to violate the human rights of women and girls and boys through intimate partner violence, sexual abuse, and sexual harassment. As a country, we recognize that we cannot let these violations go unattended.
Empowering survivors of sexual abuse, providing them with comprehensive support services, and ensuring their voices are heard and valued in the process of seeking justice and healing were among the many discussion points. Minister Thomas also highlighted the 2022-2023 statistics on sexual abuse in the country.
Based on information from the Royal Grenada Police Force, crime statistics report for the year 2021 and 22, and analyzed by the Project Coordination and Implementation Unit of the Spotlight Initiative, Grenada for the year 2022, there were 335 reports of sexual abuse. In addition to this, in January 2023, 42% of all cases in the assizes were sexual offenses, of which 36% involve intercourse with a minor.
Beverly Ann Poyotot, Managing Director of the Child Protection Authority, said while it is important to record reported cases, there are many unreported cases.
When I look at our own statistics from the Child Protection Authority, in any given year, we have numbers that exceed 100. So, for example, in 2023, it was 110 reported cases. And I want to stress on reported because a lot of times we hear the numbers, but the numbers are really what we say would be the tip of the iceberg or the top of the iceberg. You know, when you look at an iceberg, you can simply see the top, but you don't know what's on the bottom. So these are only the cases of persons who are dedicated, determined, or who have the presence of mind to report those cases. What about the cases that are not reported? And that is something we need to always think about when we're talking about sexual abuse, and especially when we're talking about sexual abuse of children.
Wednesday's symposium underscores the collective commitment of all stakeholders to amplify the voices of survivors, advocate for systemic change, and work towards a safer and more inclusive society for all in Grenada. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
A press session was held at the ministerial complex on Wednesday as part of activities to mark the observance of International Day of Families. We have more in this Christina John report.
Family Matters, Step Up Your Parenting Game is the theme for this year's observance of International Day of the Family. The focus, according to Minister for Social and Community Development and Gender Affairs, Senator Gloria Thomas, is on curbing the breakdown of values and improving family time. Strong, well-functioning families, whatever the form, can aid in the reduction of poverty, improve the well-being of single mothers, promote gender equality, and promote human rights. The Social Development Minister added that families are the foundation of society and should provide a stable and supporting environment for people of all ages.
It is therefore important to note that the family remains the cornerstone of society, the nucleus around which our lives revolve. And so, as we dedicate this day, May 15th, to recognize the vital role families play in our lives and society, let us recommit to promoting values that will help our families thrive in this challenging world. Parents, I implore you to take charge and provide the necessary guidance to your children so they can succeed and become productive citizens.
May 15th, International Day of the Family, has been dedicated as a day to raise awareness on issues that affect families and increase knowledge on the social, economic, and democratic processes that affect families.
Let us not be discouraged by the seemingly collapse of family values and adoption of lifestyles foreign to our local context. Let us remember, effective parenting begins with the Almighty. And so, parents, we must seek spiritual guidance in our efforts to raise strong, functioning families that can impact society in a positive and rewarding way.
The family's role in climate change has also come under the spotlight for the 2024 observance.
2024 Global International Day of Families will be placing emphasis on how climate change impacts families and the role families can play in climate action. Through family and community initiatives, we can foster climate action with education access to information, training, and community participation. As we journey through to our 50-year anniversary as an independent state, government has pledged to improve the socio-economic position and well-being of the family and intensify international cooperation as part of our global efforts to advance social progress and the development.
A procession was held this morning at the Ministerial Complex, Botanical Gardens, St. George, as part of activities to mark the observance of International Day of the Family. An invitation has been extended for everyone to attend the Family Fun Day this Sunday, May 19th, at Rose Hill Pasture in St. Patrick. Christina John, GBN News.
Question time. Have you ever wondered what an employee's payment records looked like almost 100 years ago? It's time for GBN I Saw. Stay with us.
An artifact from over 80 years ago takes the spotlight in tonight's GBN I Saw. Photographs of the paybook of Mitchell Lewis, an ex-soldier during World War II, were submitted for feature by one of his children. The contents of the book are still very clear and most of it is intact. Mr. Lewis and other young men spent time in St. Lucia training for the war. While there, he met his wife and fathered 6 children. We thank our citizen journalist for that informative submission. If you have any interesting photos or videos you would like featured, send them to us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still to come in network news, drug charges against 2 Grenadians in St. Vincent and the Grenadines withdrawn. We'll be right back.
Get ready to witness the ultimate showdown of athleticism and adrenaline. The Whitsuntide Games are back, and they're bigger and better than ever before. Join us on Saturday, May 18th at the electrifying Kirani James Athletic Stadium. The action kicks off bright and early with the morning session starting at 9 a.m. sharp. Watch the best local and regional athletes go head-to-head in a battle for glory and supremacy. But wait, the excitement doesn't stop there. As the sun sets, the evening session ignites at 4 p.m. promising even more heart-pounding action and jaw-dropping performances. Secure your spot now. Finish line A, lower and upper, $30. Finish line B, lower and upper, $25. General admission, main stand, $20. Get them now at gotofed.com. Mark your calendars and be there to cheer on your favorites as they strive for victory at the Whitsuntide Games 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for Grenada to laugh again.
Heritage Theater presents Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024. Saturday, June 22nd and Sunday, 23rd June at the Trade Center in Grandance. And on Sunday, 30th June at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime, 7 p.m. every time. Featuring some of Grenada's best ambassadors of comedy. Robert White, Dillion Walters, Kareem Alexis, Dale Bowler, and other outstanding comedic performances. All coming to knock you off your seats with laughter. Get your tickets now. Bring out the entire family. Tickets are $60 and available at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grandance, Gittins Health and Wellness at all outlets, Art and Soul Bookstore, Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, downtown St. George's, Calico Supermarket, Grenville and Sutairs, St. David's Pharmacy, and Go to Fet. It's time for Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024.
Job there, brother. All right. I'm surprised you're here.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Charles, it's been 60 years.
I wish it was 60 more.
Let it go.
No. You know what you did.
It was just ice cream. But you know what? It was delicious.
What?
We're like a family get-together without all the family drama.
What you gonna do?
CG United. Good like that.
Me a 38 but you are 92. Yeah. You need the number one run, man. That is it. No, what? Nice. Yeah. Number one. Yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest, locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top-quality international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Rams Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
Multi-X to your Playway bets, then you're definitely missing out on bigger winnings. The NLA has added 7X to the Multi-X draws. Imagine playing your favorite Playway number or symbol for $10 with Multi-X added. Then, wow! 7X is drawn. You win bigger. Not just $240, but $240 multiplied by 7. Whoa! That's $1,680. 7X added for a limited time only. Add Multi-X to your Playway bets every day, 3 times per day, Monday to Saturday, for chances to win bigger. Not only free plays or winnings multiplied by 3 or 5, but winnings multiplied by 7 too. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Welcome back. Police in St. Vincent and the Grenadines say drug-related charges against 2 Grenadians have been withdrawn. In a May 14 press release, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force said that on May 9, 2024, it arrested and charged 3 men, Romario MacDonald, Raheem Rouget, and Vincent Edwards in Pity Bordel for possession of 13,620 grams of cannabis. Police said the men were charged with possession of a controlled drug with intent to supply and drug trafficking. According to the One News St. Vincent report, all 3 accused appeared before the Serious Offences Court in Kingstown on Monday. Vincent Edwards pleaded guilty to both charges, while the other 2 pleaded not guilty. All 3 men were remanded in custody, and the matter was adjourned to Tuesday. On Tuesday, Vincent Edwards maintained his guilty plea and was fined $6,000 EC for drug trafficking and $3,000 EC for possession of a controlled drug, to be paid by December 16, 2024. If he defaults on payment, he will face 1 year of imprisonment. According to police, the charges against Romario MacDonald and Raheem Rouget have been withdrawn. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of an 84-year-old male resident of Harveyvale, Carriacou. On Tuesday, May 14, 2024, officers responded to a report visiting his home where his motionless body was discovered on the floor in a propped-up position. One end of a rope was tied around his neck, while the other end was tied to the ceiling. Officers also observed that one of his wrists was slit. The body was examined by a medical doctor and pronounced dead. A post-mortem will be conducted to determine the cause of death. Sports news up next.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Glenwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Sporting fans, good evening. Grenada's senior men's national football team is set to kick off a crucial phase of their preparations for upcoming competitions, with an international friendly slated for May 26, 2024 at the Lauriston Mini Stadium on the Sister Isle of Carriacou. The team, under the guidance of head coach Shalry Joseph, is gearing up to face formidable opponents in what promises to be a riveting series of matches. The opening fixture will see Grenada lock in horns with Vincy Heat in what is anticipated to be a thrilling encounter showcasing top-tier football talent. Following the friendly, the spotlight will shift to the 2026 FIFA World Cup CONCACAF qualifiers. Grenada will face stern tests against regional powerhouses Trinidad and Tobago and Costa Rica. On June 5, Grenada will clash with Trinidad and Tobago at the Hasty Crawford Stadium, marking a pivotal moment in their quest for World Cup qualification. The team's home advantage will come into play on June 9 when they welcome Costa Rica to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Grenada aim to seize victory and solidify their position as a force to be reckoned with in CONCACAF football. Under the guidance of coach Shalry Joseph, Grenada's senior men's national team has undergone rigorous training and tactical preparations, honing their skills and fine-tuning their strategies in anticipation of the challenges ahead. Well, the stage is set for a weekend of fierce athletic competition as over 200 athletes from across the region converge at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium for the Whitsuntide Games. According to data released by the Grenada Athletic Association, the event attracts significant regional participation, highlighting the vibrant spirit of athletic excellence throughout the Caribbean. A diverse array of talent will be on display, with 104 athletes journeying from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 53 representing Barbados, and a contingent from Trinidad and Tobago, adding to the dynamic Caribbean flavor of competition. Organized annually by the Grenada Athletic Association, the Whitsuntide Games serve as a crucial platform for senior athletes to showcase their prowess on the track and field. Beyond competition, this event offers a gateway for athletes athletes to qualify for major international meets while providing an opportunity for those already qualified to fine-tune their skills. The Games represent a chance to shine on a competitive stage, fostering the growth of future stars within a supportive and challenging environment. The action-packed schedule is structured into 2 main sessions, the first from 9 a.m. followed by an afternoon session from 4 p.m. All right, this story to report. 4 Grenadians have been appointed to key management positions for various age group teams within the Windward Islands cricket setup for the upcoming season. This is what we know. Troy George, Clyde Telesford, Johnson Richardson, and Randall Baptiste are set to play pivotal roles in shaping the future of youth cricket in the region. At the annual general meeting of the board held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on May 10, a strategic decision was made to prioritize youth development by launching 3 distinct programs: boys under 13, girls under 16, and men's under 23. This initiative underscores the commitment of cricket administrators to nurture young talent and build a sustainable pipeline for future success. Troy George, a seasoned cricket coach with a wealth of experience, has been entrusted with the responsibility of leading the Windward Islands under 13 team. Clyde Telesford, another stalwart of Grenadian cricket, assumes the role of coach for the Windward Islands under 17 team. Johnson Richardson steps into the role of manager for the Windward Islands under 15 team, bringing with him a wealth of administrative experience and a deep understanding of youth cricket development. Randall Baptiste, with his managerial skills and commitment to excellence, takes charge as manager of the Windward Islands under 19 team. Baptiste's stewardship will be vital in nurturing the talents of emerging cricketers and preparing them for the rigors of competitive cricket at the highest level. One of the highlights of the upcoming season is the under 13 limited overs competition between the Windward Islands under 13 team and the Trinidad and Tobago under 13 team, scheduled to take place in Grenada during August of this year. This competition promises to be a thrilling showcase of young talent, with a return leg slated for Trinidad and Tobago in 2025. The Grenada Cricket Association extends heartfelt congratulations to Troy George, Clyde Telesford, Johnson Richardson, and Randall Baptiste on their appointments. We wish them the very best. Sports news for now. Trinidad and Tobago's acting Prime Minister, Colin Imbert, says the regional poultry sector is essential for CARICOM's food security, but the industry must survive a variety of hazards, including climate change, disease, and imports. TTT's Terrian Brown Campbell has more.
Poultry imports in particular continue to threaten domestic production, especially with respect to the importation of frozen poultry. Producers in Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Barbados, Belize, and Guyana are particularly vulnerable to this threat of cheap imports.
Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Colin Imbert said this was not the only threat to the region's poultry industry. He pointed to a recent avian influenza outbreak near the airport in Miami, Florida, which led local authorities to ban poultry imports through that transit hub.
This prompt response safeguarded our local industry and is a testament to the strength and agility of our institutions in managing crises with urgency and precision. However, the threat remains. It is still being monitored, and we remain vigilant, and we are preparing contingency plans to deal with another similar outbreak.
Meanwhile, Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries, Qasim Hussein, believes the survival of CARICOM's poultry industry will help ensure food security in the region.
By focusing on the sustainability of our poultry sector, we are addressing the critical aspects of agricultural contribution to global warming and climate change, which resonate deeply with our national goals of reducing environmental footprints and enhancing food security.
Ministers Imbert and Hussein were addressing the opening ceremony of the 7th International Technical Symposium and Exhibition at the Hyatt Regency. Terry Ann Brown Campbell, TTT News.
In France, a manhunt is underway there for a prisoner who escaped from a prison van during an ambush by armed men who killed 2 prison officers and wounded others. The prisoner on the run, Mohamed Amra, is said to have ties to a gang in the southern city of Marseille, which has been plagued by gun-related gang violence. Known as the Fly, Amra was being taken from court to a prison in the city near Paris on Tuesday when a car rammed the prison van at a toll booth and armed men opened fire.
An unremarkable toll booth in northern France, and the scene of a swift and brutal ambush. CCTV footage shows the moment a dark car veers into a white prison van, and at least 2 masked attackers start shooting. Terrified passengers on a passing bus throw themselves to the ground as the bullets ring out. One assailant is seen strolling calmly among the other vehicles on the motorway. Then here, you can make out the prisoner himself wearing white trainers as he emerges from the prison van. The gang sets fire to their own vehicle, the smoke only adding to the chaos. Some of them run towards another car, a white one, to begin their escape. The aftermath: carnage. 2 prison officers dead, others gravely injured, as their police colleagues begin a painstaking search for evidence in an attack that's been described as an assault on France itself.
Ils seront interpellés.
They will be arrested. They will be judged, and they will be punished commensurate to the crime that they have committed.
Du crime qu'ils ont commis.
This is the man who was freed in the bloody assault. 30-year-old Mohamed Amra, a convicted local burglar. But he was also the suspect in a fatal kidnapping in the southern city of Marseille, which is facing an onslaught of gang violence. Amra and his accomplices are now being hunted by hundreds of police officers from here in Rouen, as well as French special forces from across the country. The burnt-out vehicle that initiated the killing, a starting point for clues. Forensic and other specialist investigators spent hours at the scene of the ambush. A violent attack on security staff is relatively rare in France, so many have found the level of indiscriminate violence used chilling. Nick Beek, BBC News, Rouen, France.
Back in a moment. This is the Grenada Broadcasting Network. A reminder of the headlines before we leave you. Students sitting Caribbean primary exit assessment express challenges with mathematics on day one. Grenadians advised to adopt preventive measures against increase in acute gastro cases. Drug charges against 2 Grenadians in St. Vincent and the Grenadines withdrawn. Also in the news, regional poultry industry faces threats. Internationally, French president calls for crisis meeting following civil unrest in New Caledonia. Plus in the sports news, Grenada's senior men's national football team prepares for the May 26 international friendly in Carriacou. Looking forward to this event. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom. Thank you for choosing GBN. We'll see you again. Goodbye.